Before we get absolutely shit-faced, I'd like to remind everyone that this podcast contains two very pissed-up gays with their opinions, rants and raves in life, and overall explicit content, which we know you will love. Anyone and everyone is welcome to this podcast, so strap yourself in, pour yourself a large one, down it just like us, and pour another, and let's get this going and read between the wines.
I call again for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza, the return of the sausages, the hostages.
What a fucking idiot that is, eh?
Welcome to all our sausages listening.
What a fucking idiot! I can't. Honestly, this is the state of the UK political economy right now.
I don't think many other countries are doing much better.
Well, this is what I mean. This is what I said to you before we did all this. Like, look at you. It's like, it's a bunch of Fruit Loops running the world, isn't it? You've got Putin in Russia, you've got fucking Biden in the US, we've got Keir Starmer referring to a very serious subject as sausages rather than hostages. I just fucking hell.
He obviously hadn't had his breakfast.
Oh, yeah. I don't think it's to do with its breakfast. I think it goes a little bit. It sounds to me like Keir Starmer at a Grindr hookup. It's like an old orgy, isn't it, for all of the old previous return of the
Release the sausage.
Exactly. It's like, it sounds like a Labour plea on Grindr. Oh my god. Yeah, Starmer's speech sounds like a Grindr orgy plea at a Labour convention.
Well, welcome to Read Between the Wines.
Well, on that note, we never start with news, but we couldn't resist.
No, we had to do that one.
Fucking
it's a bit of the biggest gap of the week. Maybe that
listen, I was all for him as well. Like, I was like, do you know what? It's about time we had someone different, like, take the reins, someone sort things out. Didn't have much high hopes. I had very low expectations. But like a Grindr hookup or a Grindr orgy. However, your first big speech. Now, I don't know if he's done any speeches before then, but I don't really pay attention to politics. Sausages? I can't. Fucking idiot.
I'm not even going to try and think of excuses as to why it would have happened. It's just an idiot.
I mean, it is a slip. At the end of the day, it is a slip of the tongue, but it's a fucking funny one, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I imagine it was the man in charge of the cue machine.
You said this, you said feel like it's someone to sabotage it, but it's not as funny.
It's not as funny.
I almost think as well, realistic me would be like, no, they would have proofread that again and again and again. So he's just a fucking idiot.
He is an idiot, yeah.
Anyway, how's your week been? No, we'll come on to news later, but let's, Week?
Week has been okay. We've seen winter well and truly sweep into the country. Yeah,
I'm back to pink.
You're back to pink?
I lost it. Do you know what? I've had Grindr orgies last longer than me being brown head. I haven't. I'm joking. But I'm back to being pink. I just it didn't sit right with me being brown.
No, it was,
and I do this every fucking time I go brown. I'm like, yeah, this is great. I look great. My friends, wait till my best friend Kate sees that I've gone pink again. She'll go fucking mental. But it's like, I do it and I try and somehow gaslight myself into thinking that being brown is great for me. I look dark, like I look younger. I've got dark features anyway. I've got dark eyes, dark face. Well, I say fucking dark facial hair. It's a bit grey at the moment, but I always like, yeah, this is the right thing. And it's winter, 6 days. I'm like, no.
Well, you are back.
I'm back to pink.
And now we don't have to spend a fortune trying to get all the posters fixed.
Well, that was the problem with last time, wasn't it? That was the problem with the last live one, is that the artwork for the first live one... No, look, but you know what? Funny, looking in our little podcast studio, we still haven't updated this photo.
We haven't, no. Yeah, I'm still as...
If you're watching the clips, I don't know if it... you can't
comes
see
up
it
on mine.
Yeah, you won't see it on my... clips, but you'll see it on Danny's clips, that the original, not the original actually, one of the original posters that we put up when like we were basically basic bitches of the podcast world is still there.
Before we were this slick, smooth operation that you see before you now.
Yeah. We weren't making... We was hemorrhaging money back then. Now we're just not making it. I'm joking. But no, look, the first one's over there.
We have, yeah.
Come quite well. But anyway, yes, we are planning on replacing that, aren't we?
Well, what better time than before our next live show?
Well, no, but the one in the studio, we want a light, don't we?
We
want
do, yeah.
Personalised neon light, not as if we've got enough fucking neon lights already. But yes, you're right. In time for the next live show, we need to update the artwork. But you are right. First live show, I have brown hair in the artwork, and I came on stage with pink hair, so we will not make that mistake again.
Absolutely not. No.
Plans for the live show well underway.
Indeed,
Which is fantastic. We've got people. Tickets are still selling fast, so if you do want to grab a ticket, please fucking do.
Yes, absolutely. Go to the website rbtwthepodcast.com,
or just find us on social media. There is. If you're on our Instagrams and you're you won't listen to this. No, the story will still be up because you get 24 hours on the story. Head over to both our Instagrams and you'll see links to the tickets. But also, if you go, as Danny said, to the website, or just search for Read Between the Wines, the live one in Eventbrite. Is it Eventbrite?
Eventbrite.
God, I'm getting it right this week.
Yeah. So am I with my R's.
Oh wait, that reminds me. I went running off on a tandem. Right, let me just finish this about the live show. So yes, a few famous faces or well-known faces might be there in some form.
Indeed, we hope so.
So no, we don't know. We know.
We know so.
We know so. We don't hope so. So yeah, please, if you haven't already, please grab a ticket. Come and support us on the night. Talking of that, I will get back to my original point. This does take on a slightly more serious meaning for us now, this live show, and we always do these we've done it before because we love doing it. We love doing this podcast. We love shocking, making people laugh, being just clowns of the gay world, and also just having some fun and putting your looking after your mental health by being a complete fool on the internet. So we do that, but this now has taken on a bit of a deeper meaning for us.
It has.
Again, if you're on one of our Instagrams or you follow us, you might see that we've posted a very public story tonight about the charity Seed. For those that know my journey, Seed has been instrumental in my life and my recovery through having an eating disorder, and they've announced recently that they've had to go on pause, and they've had to pause treatment and their services, which doesn't sit very well with us.
Not at all.
We don't like that. We owe a lot to them, so we've decided to donate anything we make from this live show. We're not making a penny from this. So anything we sell on the night, anything, we'll have card readers and stuff to donate. Any proceeds from this live pod will go to Seed.
Absolutely.
Eating disorder charity. The lovely Gemma and Marge and Dennis and Seed have been wonderful. And you've met them as well. So
I have indeed.
So so it's important to us. So so all proceeds will go to Seed.
Yes.
So yes, please buy a ticket because it means the world to us and it will mean the world to them.
Absolutely, yeah, of course.
So now going back to what I was going to say was you did the intro.
I did do the intro.
I know.
Yeah.
How many episodes are we in now? We're coming up to 50 episodes. We're approaching 50. And you can tell that this is not we don't do prereqs really, do we?
No,
and
we
you can
don't.
tell we don't do fucking prereqs because you still have to read.
Well, it's been a long time since I've done the intro. It's been at least like a month, 2 months.
You know why? Because this is an audio show and I can't put subtitles on there for you. Actually, you can put captions, can't you, on Apple Podcasts?
You can put captions, yeah, you can.
But yeah, you did the intro. Just fucking learn your lines.
Yeah. I'm going to need it for the live show.
It's been a year and a half and you're still reading the intro. I didn't
actually read a lot of it. No. I just had it as a security blanket.
I do the intro a lot though, so I give you that. Yeah, need some subtitles. Anyway, should we jump into some news?
Let's do it.
Well, Philip Schofield has made a triumphant return to our TV screens on Rival Channel 5, on the new show Castaway. What are your thoughts? I know we haven't actually seen it yet.
No.
But what do you think?
Good on him. Well-deserved comeback, as we've said multiple times in previous episodes. He was done dirty, I think, really, to be fair.
Yeah.
There was nothing wrong with what happened.
No. Didn't do nothing illegal.
No, not
Had
at
an
all.
affair, which is fucking awful. Yes, and it was with someone considerably younger, but it wasn't illegal. That's something I think the world needs to fucking remember. When you've got the likes of Hugh Edwards out here, P. Diddy, as we spoke about before, and all other fucking wrong-uns that are doing stuff that are illegal, he did get dragged through the mud.
Absolutely.
And he's the first person to admit that he made an unwise choice.
Yeah.
And he was wrong. And he was very wrong to drag people into it. But he admitted all that.
Yeah.
So do I think that the world should have treated him the way he did. No.
No,
And
I
I
agree.
suppose you can say I'm a little bit biased to an extent because I have I've had a relation. When I say relationship, I don't mean like a sexual relationship. I
No,
mean a friendship.
friendship,
I have
yeah.
a friendship with him, so I do care for him a little bit more than just what random people would. I do care for his safety. I care for his well-being, and we've spoke for years since I came out. Do you need a moment? Oh, there we go. I'm not editing it out. I ain't got time. So I do care for him, and it's wonderful to see him back.
Absolutely.
He has made a few comments on this show though, which I think would, just to say the least. And I know he did mention a lot about the toxicity of being on This Morning and what they're bringing. We've got a clip of what he said about his time on there and how it made him feel, and I think it's important that he talks about it. So yeah, let's run the clip.
I've done so much self-analysis over the past few years. I've sort of analysed my head and analysed myself, and I've analysed everything. But I know that toxicity tank is nearly empty.
I think in any workplace, wherever you are, whatever you do, whatever industry you're in, there's always going to be toxicity, and I think people forget that.
Yeah,
people really do forget it. So I think what I loved about what he just said there, that his negativity tank and his toxicity tank is nearly empty.
Yeah.
And he's been on quite the journey. Now, there will be people that don't agree with us and our stances on Philip Schofield, but that's your opinion.
Yeah, no, absolutely, yeah.
And my opinion is it's fucking good to see him back. It's good to see him with family on that show as well. I've spoke to him a couple of times since he started to come back on social media, and, you know. So, yeah, I'm very happy that he's made his return.
I agree, yeah, and good on him. Like, good luck. I hope that the experience on Castaway is good. It sounds like it's quite a difficult show to do, so he's stranded.
I auditioned once for Shipwrecks. Do you remember Shipwrecks?
Oh, yeah.
Fuck me. You know, they fucking... I was fat back then, so I get it now why they wouldn't want me on Shipwreck, because I would have looked like the Shipwreck. But... they on the Shipwrecked audition, they had like these green stamps and these red stamps, and you did your audition, and I remember looking back at like what I turned up looking like. No wonder they didn't want me on the show. But I like had the audition, and I got this red stamp, and then other people got the green stamps, and I started to notice that the people that got the green stamps were the sort of people that I could see on Shipwrecked. And I met this really lovely girl who was a little bit plain Jane, like a little bit basic. She got the red stamp, and I was like, oh, I know what this... I know what that means. I know what crowd I'm with now. Anyway, we hugged each other and we said we'd stay in contact. We never fucking did. But yeah. But in hindsight now, even if like now as I've had my experience... This was pre-acting, so this is pre me being on TV.
Right, sure.
Now I've had my experience behind the screen, and obviously I do look a little bit different. I fucking wouldn't go on a Castaway or Shipwrecked or any desert island for that fucking matter.
No, that's a pretty difficult show to be on, I think. Let's stick to things on the shores of the UK.
just this shipwreck of a podcast. Not joking. Why am I putting my own show down? On to slightly sadder news as well. Like I think we're going to have to talk about Maggie Smith passing away.
Oh yeah,
this week.
Yeah.
How sad.
I mean, it's never nice when someone passes away, of course, and you know, she was old and quite frail last time we saw her. But yeah, what an icon. What an absolutely British acting icon.
Sad, isn't it?
It is a massive loss.
I don't know if you saw at Universal Studios, it might have been Hollywood, it might have been Orlando, but anyway, we've been to Universal, you've seen Hogwarts, and how big and vast the castle is. Everyone that was in Hogwarts when it got announced that Maggie Smith had died had held their wands up.
Oh.
Did you see the video?
I didn't see it, no.
Oh, it was so nice.
Oh, amazing.
I nearly got into it with someone on Instagram because they were like, all these people... R.I.P. Maggie Smith, and talking about her on Harry Potter, and she did so much more than Harry Potter. And I thought, why don't you shut the fuck up?
Yeah.
Like, people know her from different generations. I said this to you the other day. Some people will know her from like Sister Act, which is more our generation.
Yeah.
Some people will know her from like Harry Potter. Some people, a lot older than we are, will know her from stage.
Yeah, of course.
Some people will know her from Downtown.
Stuff.
Like, everybody knows her from a different period.
You just call it Downtown.
What is
Downton.
it?
Downton. It's not Downtown Abbey.
Downtown.
It's Downton.
That's the same thing, isn't it?
No.
Well, what's the difference?
Downtown is in LA. Downton is Downton Abbey. Is how you say it.
Downtown Abbey. I've always said downtown.
It's not called Downtown. No,
No one has ever pulled me up on
This is a
that.
bit LA coming out of you.
No, it ain't. My ex was a massive Downton fan, and I never called her. She was Downtown.
Yeah, because there's no W at the end.
Oh, fuck's sake. I didn't realise I was get tested. Well, I've never known that before. Just Downtown Abbey.
Downton Abbey is what it's known as.
Well, I ain't about to start watching it anyway.
No, right.
I don't like period dramas.
No, me neither. No.
Well, on that note, sorry, Maggie. Anyway, but yeah, lovely. What a fabulous actress. And
Yes.
people will know her from different eras. So yeah, if you know her from Harry Potter and you want to share a photo, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, and I'm going to enunciate this very clearly to say, raise a drink.
Oh yeah.
To
Oh
Maze.
yeah. Actually, talking about me and me talking about Downtown Abbey, and then you. This is coming from the person that called our friend a twink. I'm joking. But anyway, yeah, it was sad, wasn't it?
It was very sad, yeah.
Yeah, well,
Very
news over. I read an article earlier, which I thought I might put into this
Okay,
episode.
let's hear it.
Now, now you know, I love a good article. We both do. We love a good news story.
Yes.
It drives a big segment of this podcast forward. So I love articles.
Yeah.
I love news stories. Useful, educational, informative. We don't read any of those ones.
No, I was going to say, that's the wrong podcast.
So we don't read any of those bullshit fucking articles. But I read one earlier, and it was about the benefits of having a bidet in the gay world.
Okay.
Now, got me thinking a little bit, because I fucking love a bidet.
Yeah.
Now, I don't love a bidet for the reasons in this article, and I am going to ask you on some of these.
Okay, here we go.
But I just love them. Like,
Yeah,
I love being in a hotel, and I go into the bathroom, and if there's a fucking bidet there, I fucking love it.
I don't know why we don't have them in the UK.
Because we're not as clean as other countries.
Maybe. Yeah, look at some of the filth
'Cause we're
downtown.
Don't think Maggie Smith was on the bidet. Or anyone from Downtown Abbey. I'm never going to see it in the right way now. I've always said downtown. Fucking... Anyway, I think they're just, like, nice.
Yeah, I think they are as well.
Really
Like,
nice.
Yeah. The first time I saw them, obviously I was a child. I just
You
thought...
try and drink out of it.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't think it was a water fountain. No. Ugh.
You go into the bathroom, your mum sees you like...
Just cleaning my teeth, Mum.
Oh, that will explain the breath.
Well, the water's not dirty.
Yeah, but there must be
The things that go in it.
Yeah, but there must be remnants and particles around
Well, no,
the
water-
nozzle.
What?
That's still, just because you're saying that the water is clean,
Yeah.
it doesn't make me want to hook my lips up to it and drink it as like from a drinks fountain.
Wait.
Don't matter how clean it is. I'm still not drinking out of a bidet.
You're not meant to put your arsehole onto the tap, are you?
No, you hover on
Fine.
it, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah. I was going to
It's
say.
not about start filling you up. Fucking hell, it's not like a helium balloon canister. Anyway, right. So they, in this article, like gave a few reasons why it would be beneficial in the
Okay.
gay world. Now you can, I imagine already that the most obvious things are coming up in your mind.
Yeah.
But the way they worded it is what I liked about
Okay.
it. So we can.
Okay, let's see what they
So let me ask you. Have you ever used a bidet, like before we go into it, have you ever used a bidet for sexual purposes, or have you just used it for cleanliness?
Only for cleanliness. Yeah.
God, do we talk about this sort of stuff? Alright, fine. But if you were to use it for sexual purposes, what would be the benefits of having a bidet in your house or your hotel room, in your opinion?
Well, the immediate thing is for bottoming. It's a good douche. Like, you don't have to use those bulbs. Like, it's a nice simpler way to flush out a little bit.
Yeah, but the thing about it, I wrote, like, for me, like, I love a bidet, but I wouldn't use it to douche. Like, I'm not, like there's nothing wrong with those £9.99 bulbs.
No, there isn't, no, at all. And to be fair, the
Whatever
bulb...
happened to these bougie people now that use bidets to douche with? Whatever happened? Maybe it's my age, maybe it's like, you can't beat a bulb. But these bougie gays are like, I have to use the bidet. to douche my ass.
I think, yes, I think the bulb is absolutely acceptable and totally fine. It does everything that it needs to do.
But the only problem with the bulb is sometimes the water comes back into the bulb, so you'll douche through it and you'll squeeze it, and then it feels like it's like you've squeezed all of the water out of it, and then you'll take it out and the fucking douche is still half full. You think, what?
Well, there's always
it's like that chunky drink,
douching.
the chunky drink that we spoke about. I can't
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so you're onto the right path with what you're saying. So what they said, I've took 3 of them.
Okay.
And the first one they said it's the ultimate pre-play cleanse, right? So I suppose that is what you're saying about douching. So they've said with a bidet, you can give your downstairs a quick rinse and be squeaky clean in seconds. Seriously, it's like a spa treatment for your booty. Who needs hours of prep when you can have a 60-second spritz that leaves you feeling fresh as a daisy? I didn't think of that, actually.
Yeah, because it's more than just the inside. It's also like...
Well, this is why I was a bit confused when you said about douching, because in my experiences of a bidet, it doesn't go directly into your arse.
No, it wouldn't. No, you wouldn't get as much water through a bidet into your... as you would with a bulb.
So, but that's a good point. Like, if you, like, for example, weren't planning on...
No.
Bottoming, like, I'm not saying, like, not us, I'm not talking about us in general, I'm talking about if you're gay, and you just was, like, having someone over, but you might want a little bit of, like...
Rimming?
Fucking hell, I was just going to say oral. Talk about go right in for it.
Well, that's what you're doing, rimming. Or is that just me?
God. Well... Yes, now you've said it. If you just fancied a bit of that, then the bidet would be good because it would just cleanse you a little bit. Be like a little femme fresh for the booty.
I've also, and I don't know why I'm thinking this as well. This is not like I'm going to say this for people who are uncut. I wonder if you could turn around the other way and almost like douche your. Douche your front.
Fucking, what do you mean, like attach your foreskin to the nozzle?
Well, not again. You don't have to make direct contact, but
now that would look like a helium balloon canister.
I don't know. It's just again.
Yeah, but it would be quite awkward if your date comes in and you're sitting front.
It's like you're humping the bidet.
On the bidet.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe. Yeah.
God.
I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't want my partner coming in with me on the other way on the bidet either. Like, it's not an attractive look, is it?
Well, I would hope that you would do it before that person came. Like, 1 minute, I try to go use my bidet. Anyway, well, the next one is their second point. I think they were, to be honest, are pretty similar, but the second one was like a gentle spray keeps you fly. Whether you're prepping for a night of fun or just living your best life, the smooth, soft spray of the bidet will leave you feeling pampered and oh so clean. So it don't have to be sexual, it just might be
absolutely,
fancy little spruce up using the bidet.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. You splash water on your face sometimes. Splash a little bit on your bumhole as well.
Also, like, we're talking that this article is from a gay article, but girls like bidet as well.
Well, exactly, yeah, no, of course, yeah.
They can clean both lips.
Well, girls like anal too.
Did you just say girls like anal too? Fucking hell. That sounds like it should be on a t-shirt.
It's not exclusively for the homosexuals, you know.
Very good point. God, you're giving me quite the education lesson tonight. Fucking hell.
And they would work the other way as well, so, you know, bonus.
But surely that would damage you, because they say too much douching is damaging.
Well, yeah, of course, yeah, because you have a lining inside.
I wonder if you could put some of those, like, aromatherapy crystals in the nozzle.
I wouldn't suggest that. No, maybe leave those out.
Or vodka. You could put vodka on the nozzle of the bidet, because they say, don't they, if it gets in your bumhole, it gets you more drunk. Didn't
we have a confession not long ago about someone...
Last week, wasn't it?
Shotting... Oh, no, that was shotting Stella.
Was it? I can't remember. We read so many different confessions every week. I don't know.
I'm sure there've been multiple versions of that along the year.
I'll never know because I don't own one. But if I did, I might just try and put vodka in it.
Okay.
I wouldn't do that. Imagine though, that would be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You like to fancy a drink?
Right, pants down, bend
How quick
over.
do you want to get drunk? That's like in Kevin and Perry, don't they? Like, have you seen that film?
Yeah, there's a shot in the eye is
Eyeball
always.
Paul.
Yeah, that's meant to be quite the way.
Last one, well, the last one, they says it helps you be a bottom hero. A bidet gives you peace of mind so you can focus on pleasing your partner and having a good time.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense, don't it?
Of course, yeah.
I still wouldn't trust the bidet.
No, I don't
for being
think it's
completely like efficient.
Yeah, it's not going to get into every crevice.
Oh God!
It just won't. It just won't.
Isn't it funny though that like where you would consider, now this is me massively generalising here, homosexuality in the UK and the US and more Western countries, you'd expect to see bidets more, wouldn't you? You don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a good point. Like, I don't know what. I mean, obviously, the LGBTQ community is not the majority of most countries yet. I don't know what
No,
percentage.
but I suppose we're looking at it again. That this is being used for gay people, and it's actually that's not what a bidet is. It's just for cleanliness.
Yeah, of course.
But I would have expected to see it a little bit more in the UK.
Yeah, I would too. I'm surprised they totally wiped out with the UK. I don't know. You don't see them at all.
Should have asked Keir Starmer to put that in his speech. Once all the sausages returned. Get the bidets in the hotel, babes, and then the sausages will come.
Maybe in the next speech. Maybe I'll update the next one.
Oh, I can't listen to another speech. I don't like political speeches, but in fact, I didn't actually watch it. I was just like on my phone.
Yeah, it was all over the internet.
And then it was like, no, in fact, I was on the internet, but my aunt, she shared I only use Facebook Family really.
Yeah.
She shared a picture of all these like running sausages, and I was like, what the fuck is she putting on here now? Sometimes her posts are quite questionable anyway. I'm like, what the fuck is she putting on here now? I was like, what? Like, oh, it's got my fucking family posting all these funny things. I didn't know what it was about until I think I don't know, it might have been like on my way home or something, or I can't remember how I saw it, but I saw it and it made me fucking raw.
It was, it was everywhere. I remember being at work and people saying, "Oh my God, did you hear about it?" I said, "Yeah, like what are you talking about? What's going on?"
At least he tried to rectify it.
He did. Just
Too
about.
late though, isn't it? Damage has been
Recorded on camera. That's it.
You know what we need? We need to usher out Keir Starmer, and I said this yesterday. We need to bring in. Can you hear somebody like singing out there?
Yeah.
Shut up! Trying to record a podcast. Anyway, we need to usher out Keir Starmer, and we need to bring in Medea. Now that would be a prime minister I could get behind.
Well, she made it onto our. Well, that was a long time ago.
She did make it onto one of our stories episodes. I say years ago. It's like it's been a long time ago, right? Wasn't it? Do you remember?
Yeah. No, exactly. Yeah.
Went on a bit of a Medea binge this weekend, didn't we?
Yeah, we have been.
What's wrong with your damn child?
I love it when it come in big pop.
Chicken treated for some caddy. You didn't chicken for a damn treadmill. Oh, I'm going to watch that later again.
Yeah.
We bought it, didn't we?
If you haven't seen the Medea movies, please do.
The fucking Halloween one is the best one, and it's also actually spooky season nearly now, so go fucking watch it.
Absolutely, yeah.
Not number 2, because there's Boo 2 and there's the first one. Watch the first
Number 1. Boo
I can't. I fucking love her so much. Now, this is another thing. This is what I said to you the other night, and I've never, like, when I was straight, and I will maintain that I was straight, like, when I was straight, I had curiosities, but I was still massively into the women that I was with. That was never any kind of like, I wasn't like using them to try and mask anything. The women that I was with and the relationships I was in, I was very much into. I was very attracted. I actually pursued a lot of those women because I really wanted to be with them.
Yeah.
One of them come to our last show, didn't she?
They did, yeah.
And she's a beautiful human being. She's bought tickets to this one.
Oh, has she? Great.
We have like obviously good relationships and friendships because what I will always say is they were never fake. They were real.
Yeah.
Just goes to show. Just goes to happen now that I date men, right? As well. But when I was in the straight world, I'd never watched people like Medea, Shanae, who else? All those shady characters now that I watched. Norbit, Nan, I did watch a little, like Catherine Tate's. Then I did watch a little bit, but I weren't confident enough to embody that. But it's almost like when I came out, I embodied a bit of all of these characters, and now I've become that person, that gay person that I am now, with that shady
Sassy.
acid tongue that can destroy someone if I want to. So yeah, I blame all these fucking characters for the person that I am today. But yeah, I fucking love Medea.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Really good. Really well.
Well, that's quite an educational lesson on bottoming.
There we
wasn't
go.
it?
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, I didn't stop there.
Okay. No one ever does.
Well, I was on a bit of a loop, weren't I? I was on a bit of a article loop.
Okay.
And I found one on tops.
Okay.
So I thought better balance it out in this episode.
Nice.
you know?
Okay.
Talk
Yeah.
about-
Exactly.
we're gonna
We
talk
represent
about-
all.
We do. We like
all
everyone.
tribes. Yeah.
All tribes, positions, everyone.
Indeed.
We say it in the start. Everyone and anyone is welcome. Oh, actually, I've got... This is very chaotic, isn't it? I didn't shout Elwa. I want to shout Elwa, who's a lovely, lovely girl who's come into my life recently. And she was watching or listening to our podcast last night, and it was Saturday night. We were watching Medea. And I got a message from Elle to say that she'd booked tickets to the show, and she sent me a picture of her and her friend watching the episode. The latest episode, I think. So thank you so fucking much. You don't know how much that means to us when we see people listening, or we get videos, or we get like voice notes, or we get pictures of people actually listening. It really means a lot to us.
Yeah.
Like, we get an amazing amount of people listen every week. So we love the fact that this is getting more and more popular, and I don't know how the fuck we've managed it, but we have. But it's even that much sweeter when we see pictures or voice notes or messages. So it made our Saturday, didn't it?
It
So
did
thank you,
indeed.
Elle.
Yeah,
and I'm so looking
absolutely.
forward to you and your friends coming. You'll get the VIP treatment.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Can we also shout out Catherine very
Yes,
quickly?
of course you can.
Catherine, shame you can't make it to the show, but we know you're there in spirit. You've been a listener from day one, really, actually. So big shout out to her, and thank you for the donations. We really appreciate it so much.
Thank you so much for donating to Seed tonight. I know that Catherine understands what that means to us, and that was just a wonderful thing to do, because you can't attend the pod. But yes, as Danny said, you've been a listener from day one, so we do appreciate it. Thank you so much, and thank you for donating to Seed, because it will mean the world to them,
will mean a lot.
as well as us. So
Absolutely.
yeah, thank you so much. But yeah, sorry, I forgot about the fucking chat. Back to the article. So yeah,
Yes.
keep with education.
Okay.
It's not education, is it? God,
Well,
can you hear that fucking rain out there?
yeah, it's starting to rain again. It is October nearly.
So this is another article though, and it was an advice article
Okay.
to tops, and it was like things that that you can do as a top to keep the bottom in your life.
Okay. Okay.
So I pulled 4 or 5. Any advice? I'm not saying that's not disclosing your position as a top or a bottom, but
I think tops also have this reputation, and especially in this world of like everyone wanting to be a dom top, like that. As soon as you hear the word top, you automatically think, oh. But I think they do get this reputation of being a bit arrogant, a bit selfish. So I think they probably do need a lot of advice.
But what if you were to think that this article was giving like 5 things that a top could do?
Yeah.
For a bottom to appreciate the top, or to keep the bottom in.
Right. Okay.
What would you think any of them would be? This is a hard one, because when I was reading it, it's making me laugh. But
I mean, the first thing I think of is like, don't be squeamish if it comes out.
I mean, fair point.
I like, just be a bit like, okay, well, that happens. I think just be a bit more considerate.
Be a considerate top. Just be fucking considerate. I used the bidet. It didn't work as well as the bulb, okay? Well, that wasn't on the list.
Okay, fine. Okay. But let's hear some of these.
Right, okay, so the first one. I don't know who fucking writes these articles, but I live for it because it's right up our street. So the first one, the title of the first one was Get Into It. Get into it. Nobody wants a boring ride. Think of it like this. A cowboy loves a horse that's eager to gallop. Be that spirited steed and not a lifeless saddle. I mean, that's a fair point.
Yeah, I think that's
a fair point. Get into it.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Don't just sit there while the pump does all the fucking
Yeah,
work.
exactly. Yeah, I would agree on that. Yeah, that's good advice.
I love the... What is that? what is that when it compares it
Metaphor.
to metaphor? You wouldn't think I got English A level. I love the metaphor of the horse and the saddle.
Yeah.
Imagine being called a lifeless saddle. Oh my god, my ex, he was such a fucking lifeless saddle. I might save a few of them on my phone now, is that? Just for that bit of...
The lifeless saddle.
Yeah, just for that bit of... not that any of them ever text me anymore, but, you know, sometimes when they pop up... They, yeah.
in a few months' time, be like, who the fuck is this?
That's where they've got me... They got me saved as a lifeless fucking saddle. They probably have a lot worse to say about me.
Maybe.
You know? But I did love that one. That was fucking funny. Next one was lock eyes. When you lock eyes with your bottom... Now, in any other context, that sounds weird. When you lock eyes with your bottom, it says, I see you, I want you, and I'm here for you. Trust me, those bedroom eyes will keep them coming back for more. Not in my fucking world, it won't. I am not locking eyes with anyone during the bedroom. That, for me, is fucking weird. Like, I don't know, have you have a different opinion on this?
Like, come in, you say.
Well, I'm just not doing it. Like, I don't like making eye contact with anyone anyway.
Yeah. I don't know. I like that bit of connection. Like,
I'm like, what are you fucking staring at?
I think it gives it that bit more intimate feeling, but, you know.
But I don't want that on a hookup, though, do you?
Well, not on a hookup necessarily.
Yeah, but if it's a bottom that you want to be... You want to bottom again.
Well, that's true,
if that's the only way to keep them, you can fuck off.
Yeah.
So I'm not looking eyes at anyone. You imagine me, I'd be like, who the fuck do you think... What are you looking at?
Yeah, exactly.
That cause a fight in my house.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I'm not looking eyes of anyone.
Lose that dick fast.
I don't know, like, maybe like people that listen to this, tell us, out of the two of us, which one do you side with? I don't like making eye contact with anyone.
No.
Maybe that's just me though. I don't know. Tell me, do you want eye contact? Like, if let's throw it out, not just the bottoming, in the bedroom. Like, do you like to make eye contact? I don't. You know why? Another reason why I don't, because some people might have ugly cum faces.
True.
I'm like, if that's what I have to say, that's gonna put me right on.
That's true as well. That's a good point. That's a very good point as well. Yeah, exactly. Well, exactly. Yeah.
Or if you're doing it with someone that you shouldn't be doing it with, if you're having an affair, you've got to look into that person's eyes, and then you go home and you have to look in the eyes of the person that you're actually meant to be sleeping with. I'm talking like this. I've done this from experience. I haven't. I just don't see it from the romantic point of view.
Yeah. Fair enough. That's.
Oh my god, no one's ever going to want to sleep with me after this. The next one says, kiss it like you mean it. A passionate kiss can set the mood and keep the fire burning throughout your time together. Don't just peck, dive in like you're savouring the most delicious dessert. Show them how irresistible you find them. I love this article is making all these metaphors up, but so this is one I can get behind.
Okay.
Kissing someone's nice. If you want to keep them coming back. The problem is, if you're a shit kisser, maybe you shouldn't be doing this one.
Maybe.
Not if you kiss like a fish. You're quite toothy, then. That might be a problem.
Oh, and the other thing that really annoys me, and you see it a lot on those like reality shows with like dating and Love Island and all that, where they're like going with tongues and like.
I once dated someone and they kissed me, and they were like.
Like you're swiping your
credit card. My lips, like no, but they thought I don't know what they were kissing, and then they thought that it'd be nice to like, lick your lip here. And, I was like, what the? What are you doing? That was a woman as well. That wasn't a man.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I've kissed men that are pretty bad at it as well.
Yeah,
but I was like. Again,
people
me being me though, I'm not the most, and I say this all the time. I'm not the most romantic person. I don't like. I'm not a talker. No. I sound like it on this podcast, and like when you meet me, you think, "Oh God, he's the loud, annoying one." But actually, as I said to Jerusha, I get really bad social anxiety.
Yeah.
I don't like to talk, and I hate
people.
being left. I don't hate people. Well, I do hate people, but not all people. But I don't like connection, and maybe that's something I need to work on. But. That as well, like the whole like I'm just not kissy, cuddly,
fair enough. Yeah, not affectionate, like that affectionate kind. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, but I do understand that one.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Next one, I just can't get behind at all.
Okay.
It says chat. So they said chat it up. Check in with your bottom during the act. A little dirty talk with genuine concern can work wonders. You like that? Tell me what you want. Are phrases that should be in every top's vocabulary. Right. Now, there is... Can I just say, no fucking talk whatsoever ever works with me. No fucking... Other people, fine. If you want to talk, if you want to talk while I'm in the bedroom with you, then fine. You knock yourself out.
Okay.
Won't catch me doing it. Won't catch me doing slowly talk. 'Cause I'll be like, what the fuck did I just say? And knowing me, I'll probably get it wrong as well. So just like, what's your thoughts on the talk?
I don't know. I'm not sure about talking. Like, I think, like, fine, if it's said in, like, in a response to something they're doing, that's different. But I don't want a whole conversation with you.
It's like, you like that? I'm like, not really. Do you want this? Not really, no. You got some champagne in the fridge, I prefer that.
I think it's just you need to... Yeah, there's too much... Sometimes just saying nothing is better.
But by this logic, right, let's just reread what this fucking article has said. It says, chat it up, check in with your bottom during the act. A little dirty talk mixed with some genuine concern can work wonders. Mm-hmm. Now, when I read that, the first thing that came to my mind, there's that scene in The Inbetweeners where Simon speaks filthy to his girlfriend and it comes out wrong.
Yes.
And then, so that's that bit, and then genuine concern. Remind me of when Holly Willoughby addressed the nation. Now that's how I imagine this to go. Okay. That is exactly how I imagine that to go. By that logic of this article, it should sound something like this.
Gonna fuck your fucking fanny off, you twat!
Right, deep breath. Firstly, are you okay? I hope so.
Deep breath. I couldn't resist. And do you know what? That's genuinely what I thought when I read that bit. I thought, that reminds me of, like, that scenario. So, I play it. That's exactly how I imagine that to be.
I mean, if that came out of anyone's mouth in my bedroom, I'd be worried.
Fuck your fucking fanny off, you twat! Oh, God.
And this is what I say. Sometimes it's best not to say anything at all.
Sounds like a in between a Holly debrief. Yeah, we actually have that audio. What the power of the internet can do.
Power of the internet.
So that's what I imagine. This is probably why I'm getting nowhere in life. Oh, anyway, the last one. It says, be chill post passion. Once the fireworks have died down, be a cool and comparing. Let me start that again. Be a cool and caring companion. Whether it's cuddling, chatting, or chilling together, make sure that the bottom feels appreciated and comfortable. A top who's as good outside the sheets as he is in is a rare gem.
Yeah.
Be that gem. Now, I like this one.
I like that one.
I can get behind this one. I've done that before, though. Like, I'm not saying that I'm a bottom or a top here, but I've definitely, let's say, been a top.
Yeah.
And I've sat with someone after, and
Yeah.
not even partners. I've had flings with people. I probably wouldn't sit there and have chew the cud after a hookup. But if it's someone that I'm seeing regularly or I've had a little fling with or a partner, then yeah, of course.
Yeah. It's not like an end of year review at work. It's like that's the last thing you want.
Imagine that.
Right, okay. I think you could do this a little bit better next time.
You need to use that bidet for a little bit longer next time. Oh, God.
Let's talk about your strengths.
God. Oh my God. This is a filthy episode. Well, anyway, education is something. I've got a little something on my throat now. So that talk. Education aside, shall we hear some confessions?
I think it's time for some confessions.
My favourite part of the podcast.
Indeed, yeah.
We love the confessions part.
Absolutely.
I was thinking about this the other day. I was thinking, do we need to tone it down a little bit for the live pod?
Anyone turning up to the live pod not expecting filth.
Well, anyone that listens to this to this podcast knows what to expect, and
yes.
That's we've always said that we're a explicit podcast, and that's us. That's why we do this for a reason. We do it because we've said many times. I think we was talking about this the other day to someone that a lot of the gay podcasts that we've listened to or followed in the past, and actually I've had people that I know that have got podcasts, gay people. Can you get me some more drink while I'm doing my little speech? Anyway, as we're saying, like, a lot of them are quite serious in tone, and we don't want to be that. Like, we respect it, and we think that it's, you know, important, but for us, it's about just having a fucking laugh, isn't it? And it's about having fun, and it's about, you know, reading some people's confessions to make us look a little bit angelic, I suppose.
And as long as we don't have the local care home mistaking Thursday and Friday for the bingo night on our podcast, we should be fine.
I would love it. Everyone knows what to fucking expect with this podcast. But anyway, on that note, let's listen to some fucking confessions.
See them.
Now, 45, 46, approaching the big 50.
Yeah, indeed.
Approaching the big 50. I've started to realise...
Number of episodes, not age, just to be clear.
Not body count. You're approaching the big 50, aren't you?
No, I'm not.
Well, no, not age. But as we're approaching big 50 episodes, which seems wild now, I've started to notice during these confessions that there's always a bit of a pattern.
Okay.
In terms of the confessions that we get.
Okay.
It's always quite similar, but nevertheless, I'm still living for them. And, you know, I've said to you before, a lot of the time, these confessions involve shit.
Yes.
A butt plug.
Yes.
A dildo, a hookup, or a family member.
That sounds about right, yeah.
But yet somehow they all have that, like, something in common, but they're still fucking funny. And it's so funny to hear them in different, like... the way I'm thinking.
Versions.
Yeah, like different stories of the
different iterations, yeah.
Yeah. Didn't know how many people in the world love butt plugs. But I do love these stories. They do give us life. The first one. So this first one that somebody said, which kind of ties quite nicely in with what we've been talking about. And this person says, I've accidentally peeped during sex. Right, so it's not the first time we've heard this.
Yeah,
confession.
and like we said with the consider a top.
Yeah,
Mate.
Listen to this, considerate tops.
Yeah.
So my boyfriend came to visit. We're in a long distance relationship for about 2 months now. We've only been dating for 3. The past few days were all good. Today, a few hours before he was supposed to leave, we had sex. I thought I'd cleared out and all, but on our 3rd round, poop came out. I was shocked as this never has happened before, so I could not process this. We stopped having sex and my boyfriend said it's fine and took us both to the shower to get cleaned up. And then we changed back into our clothes as his flight was soon. As his flight was soon, we weren't able to have a proper face-to-face conversation about it. I apologised and he repeatedly assured me that it was completely fine, but I'm so insecure about what happened and I want to cry. He's repeatedly reassuring me that it's completely fine, but I still now feel so insecure. I don't know what to feel right now as he's not in front of me. Have you had any similar experience? Can I know how you guys coped? Now, I will say this. You've got nothing to be worried about.
Yeah.
You've got nothing to feel insecure about. Unfortunately, in the gay world and in the straight world as well, as you said earlier, everybody, no matter who you are, no matter what gender you are, no matter how you identify, some people like anal sex.
Yeah.
And this is just one of those things that happens sometimes.
Yeah.
You can prepare yourself. You can douche to your heart's content, my love. Sometimes it just fucking happens.
Yeah.
Right? So don't feel insecure about it.
Absolutely. And I just think, yeah, if you're going in there, like, no one expects it, sometimes it happens.
You don't expect it, but you do expect it. Like, you don't expect it to happen, but you have an understanding that it can.
Yeah.
Right?
And it happens, move on.
Yeah, and the fact that your partner's reassuring and has said it's absolutely fine and took you both... That, for me, is one of the most considerate things I've heard, is that he took you both to the shower and was like, come on, let's shower together. I love that. I'd be like, well, that will make me feel better. But I do understand why you'd feel insecure.
Yeah.
I think, like, I've had experiences in the past... Not necessarily it's me that's done it, but or I'm not going to say the story, but it happens. And that doesn't just happen in the gay world. That happens in any form of sex.
Yeah.
Things can happen.
Focus on, like, the great times you've had sex before that, where it's not happened. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, this is one occasion. Yes, it will happen again.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say there's, like, I almost don't want to put this in as a confession. Like, it is a confession, but it's nothing to be worrying about.
No, exactly, yeah. That's right. Shit happens, there's a phrase.
Oh, God. It does. And, yeah, don't feel insecure. The fact that, you know, your boyfriend said don't worry about it and has completely reassured you. Babes, you've got nothing to worry about.
Absolutely not. Yeah, absolutely
You're not the only one.
No, exactly.
Next one. So I'm 30 years old and I'm a lesbian, but I have sex with a man once a month because I like how it feels physically. I'm not attracted to men and I never have been. The idea of kissing a man makes me feel physically fucking sick. Having a boyfriend would totally gross me out and it would be totally horrendous. But sex with a man has a unique feeling compared to lesbian sex, and so I've decided it's a feeling I want to keep experiencing. So once a month I have sex with a male friend. I have a few male friends that I rotate for that purpose. Oh, I mean, girl, if this works for you, then
well, yeah,
you've like sort yourself out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sort yourself out.
Yeah, do it. Is she in a? Does it say she's not in a
doesn't say
relationship,
whether she's in a It doesn't say whether she's in a relationship, a lesbian
No.
relationship.
Okay.
But yeah, I love that confession.
Yeah, absolutely. Like,
if that's what you need once a month, then that's what you fucking
yeah,
need.
go for it. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Sometimes I need a sunbed. I don't once a month. You just got to do what you want, love.
Absolutely.
If that's what you want to do and that's what gets you off, then do it.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, within reason.
Everyone also, not that I'm saying having sex with a man is a kink or anything, but everyone has things that they like.
Yeah.
Right? So if it's the feel of a man, then go for it.
Absolutely.
Don't have to be with someone.
Yeah,
Listen, in the gay world, let me just tell you one thing in the gay world. Sex and being in a relationship and having sex with someone are two completely different things. So, yeah, so you can have sex with people that totally gross you out.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can. Yeah.
I've done it plenty times. Oh, I like that one.
Yeah.
Next one's another girl.
Okay.
25 female, and I've recently found out my new kink. I'm 25 and I'm not a virgin. But a few weeks ago, I always had a normal, low and intimate sex life. My boyfriend, this night, fucked me for long and I also liked it. But since my boss has slept with me while slapping my face and my arse, calling me names and degrading me, I now can't get enough.
Wow.
So I've made a secret Reddit account to touch myself while guys tell me what they want to do with me. But it isn't enough. I just crave being treated like a worthless slut covered in jizz. Well, same thing as what I just said, Gara. If that's what you got to do, then you do.
Yeah. Maybe tell your boyfriend, get him to do it. And
Yeah, actually, I've just completely brushed over the fact that she's got a boyfriend.
and you slept with her boss.
There's me going, Gara, you do what you need to do with your boss. No. God. Yeah, thank God that you're there to ground me. Yes, probably should tell your boyfriend that you've got maybe a curiosity. You don't have to,
of course.
I mean, I wouldn't. Well, firstly, I wouldn't have sex with my boss. Secondly, having an affair is probably not a good thing either. So if you don't want to tell your boyfriend that, maybe tell him that you've got a bit of a curiosity about degrading and being a sub and, you know.
Exactly,
show him a bit of porn.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh, do you know, that would go down very badly if someone did that to me, though, so I don't don't listen to any of the advice from Roddy on this podcast. But be honest.
I can't imagine you as a sub, because as soon as someone says something to go into you, you punch them out.
Do you know what I mean? Oh no, I'm going to do this to you. No, you fucking ain't. Who the hell do you think you're talking to? Why are you looking at me like that? See? This goes back to what we said earlier.
Exactly.
I could never be a fucking submissive
No.
person. It's you want to wind your neck in talking to me in that tone?
Oh dear.
I wouldn't be able to get, even if he was like sat me down and was like, right, we're going to play Dom sub, you're going to be the sub. I'm like, okay. You've got to do it like this. I'm going to talk to you like this. Okay. But don't take it personally. Okay. Who the fuck do you think you're talking to? Just wouldn't work, would it?
No, we're not working.
No. Oh my God, this next one. Trigger warning, food related.
Okay, here we go.
Oh my God. Hi, my biggest kink right now is having guys ejaculate on food and then me eating it. Last night, I got an ice cream with my friend with Benefit. We got into the back of my car. We had sex in the back seats. He pulled out and came all over my ice cream and spoon-fed the ice cream to me. But I've also done it with chicken nuggets, bananas and burgers. Oh my God. What would that look like on a burger? Oh, fuck that.
Oh, I don't want to think about it. I mean, burger sauce is one thing, but man sauce is different.
Chicken nuggets. Dipping your chicken nuggets in it. Why can't you just have tomato?
I know, or something like regular
sweet
sauce.
chilli or something.
Yeah.
Or even mayonnaise.
At least it's got some flavour to it. I don't know,
It
maybe
depends, doesn't it, what that man's been eating, I suppose. Well, you won't catch me doing that. Thank you for sharing, but I can't understand that one. What's whatever happened nowadays? Just like buying a 20 nugget. Imagine when we went to Adele and bought those 40 nuggets from, you know, when we got back from Adele in Munich. I was fucking hungry. I don't eat chicken nuggets at the best times, right? But I bought 20 nuggets. Imagine me then just like ejaculating into a cup and then just dipping my nuggets in it. Fucking hell.
Oh my god.
Well, that's one for the kink book.
There certainly is.
Ice cream, though, is a bit of a weird one. You wouldn't really notice it,
You wouldn't notice on ice cream, so maybe that's like the entryway.
Or maybe is the act that this person likes. I mean, on an ice cream, you could probably disguise it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could disguise it on a banana or a burger.
No. I don't think I'd want it on any of them anyway, so...
Oh, God. Imagine marinating the chicken and putting it on the George Foreman.
God, how crusty that would turn.
Oh, don't put it in the air fryer. Fucking hell. You can't with these, can you? I do love it, though. Oh, okay. This next one. I'm a 54-year-old woman and I got boned at my retirement party.
Oh, good on her. Good on her.
I took voluntary retirement and they threw me a party at work. My colleagues, she was a teacher.
Oh my god.
My colleagues and my final year students were there. I was there with my husband and we was enjoying the party. Late in the night, we were all a little bit tipsy. Hubby was busy over talking to a female colleague of mine. These two guys suddenly told me they have a gift for me and asked me to come with them. They led me to a bedroom and said that they are the gift. I was a little shocked, but they managed to convince me to do it. It was the last time seeing all of my colleagues anyways. I couldn't believe I was pulling their cocks out and touching them. I'd be lying if I said I didn't think this way before about some of my colleagues. I got on my knees and I started devouring the pair of them. They then put me on the bed and lifted my dress, and I ended up getting pounded while the hubby was busy talking outside. I don't think he even noticed I was missing for half an hour.
Oh my god.
She got boned at a retirement party. Do you still think it's
No. No. I was really worried when you said it as well, because like then when you said she was a teacher, I was like,
no, it's with colleagues.
Fine.
Thank fuck for that. Because imagine, well, it's university. It's university, so I'm hoping it will be over 18.
Yeah,
but like,
fine.
Still though,
it's still not
well, that
okay.
poor fucking husband sitting there downstairs talking to. Well, she's had her dress lifted, a retirement dress. I love it when we read these confessions. That is one of the best ones I've had in a while.
I think that is that's
I like that one. That's a good
big
one.
confession, yeah. Ooh.
Next one. Strap yourselves in, it's a butt plug one.
Okay, here we go.
I'm a 23-year-old girl and I love anything anal related, and I've been doing it since I lost my virginity, and I regularly play with myself. I wear a butt plug probably 80% of my life. 8% of her life?
Oh, wow.
8%. I said that wrong. 80% of the time.
Oh.
I was about to say love.
No, I got what you meant.
Took a very different turn.
Straight out of the womb.
Oh my god. I love to sleep with them in, and they make sex a lot more fun. Anyways, I work in a hospital as a nurse. One morning I was really late to work, so I threw on my scrubs and put my hair up in a ponytail and flew out the door. I knew I had my butt plug in my arse still, and I've done it before, so it wasn't a big deal. I have one of these little metal ones, which I really love. I get to work and park in the car park, and as I head through the doors, I see a line. That's quite unusual. I look ahead and see the new metal detector, due to an incident that took place at the hospital a couple of weeks prior. My butt plug was solid metal. I acted like I'd lost something in my purse, and I searched around aimlessly before stepping out of line and going back to the car. I climbed in the back, pulled my panties down, pushed out the plug, got out my car, went to work, and sliding the plug shamefully under my car seat. I walked right back up to the metal detector with no problems. I now own a few silicone ones for future reference.
Wow, yeah.
I feel like we had a similar one to this year. Why do I keep saying years ago? Months ago.
Maybe.
But then again, we've had so many butt plug stories.
Yeah.
But that's a good one, isn't it?
That is a good one.
Imagine that.
A good one. Oh, that's it. Like,
fuck that.
Don't
I mean, I get it. It was an airport one.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think it was an airport.
It was an airport one.
Yeah.
But you're like the fact that she's a nurse as well. I'm like,
well, Nurses get.
I'm going to look at nurses.
Nurses get urges too.
Nurses get urges. Should use that in a pandemic. We got outside clapping. Oh yeah, that's true. They do get urges, as everyone does. But I don't know if you should put a butt plug to work.
No, I mean, I can imagine it could get quite uncomfortable.
What if like somebody goes into cardiac arrest and you have to bend over and like giving them cardiac arrest and it flies out, and it just looks like you've done a big shit.
You probably have to have quite good control of your sphincter and.
Well, I've never gave CPR before, so I don't know how my arsehole would go.
Yeah. Anyway.
Good for you, girl. Well done for getting the silicone one.
Absolutely. Yeah. Good investment.
I hope you wash it though before you go to work the next day. Imagine when they like scrub up. You know when they're doing their hands in that big trough. Imagine like just pulling it out, put it under there. Sorry.
While I'm washing, just another
before they go into surgery.
Take it over whole under saline.
Dipping it in a bit of iodine. You know what it'd look like if she dipped it in iodine? It looks like the lovely lady that told us about the fake tan lube.
Oh my god, yeah.
I said I won't say her name, but I love her anyway. Maybe that's the way around it.
Maybe. We'll have to ask.
What the fuck's happened on this episode? Anyway, the last one. And this is just called The Old Lady Next Door.
Okay.
I have only told one person this confession in my entire life. I've been having a sexual relationship with the 79-year-old elderly lady that lives next door.
Oh.
Started out as her calling me over to help with the TV and take out, the rubbish. It was pretty normal until one day she just straight up came on to me. She flirted with me for about a minute and started asking me about my own relationships and I had in the past. Nothing happened that day, but the following day when she called me over, she made it very clear what her intentions were. After a few hours of us flirting and slowly coming on to each other, we had sex. I don't want to go into a lot of detail, but this woman is extremely kinky and freaky. We have sex almost every day now, sometimes multiple times a day. This has been going on for a little over 3 years, and I just need to get it off my chest. Thank you for the time. Oh,
that's quite awe. That's awe.
Oh my god! That reminds me. At Gavin Stacey when Doris comes on to Gavin. That's a well good confession.
That is a great confession.
3 years. Well done her at 79 years old.
Yeah.
Telling him what she wants.
You don't get that in care in the community, do you?
Imagine her. Fucking hell.
I bet she's loving it, the 70-year-old.
Well, she probably would. Imagine her. She's 79 years old. She's like, I've got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
He's been doing my bins every single day.
And my back door.
Yeah. Oh my god. I love that one.
That's a good one. Yeah.
God, they came with the confessions.
They did come with the confessions this week. Yes, indeed. Yes.
Well, what an education this episode has been.
It's completely educational. Yes, we've learnt a lot about each other. About
start making some notes. But yeah, this has been a fun one. Thank you so much for listening. Another episode done. Please, as we said at the start, 29th of November at the Tramshed Theatre in Woolwich. Tickets are on sale now, and they're selling fast. So please grab a ticket. As we said, it's all in aid of Seed Support UK, a life-saving charity that teaches people to thrive and not just survive.
Absolutely.
So it's super important. Please come and see us as well. We love doing these shows. We've done one live one before, and it was a sellout. We had so much fun. I actually was looking at some of the pictures from the last one.
Yeah, it was great. It was a great show.
So this one's bigger. This one's a lot bigger. It's a lot better. It's in a theatre.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a hell of a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
And there'll be some drinks as well.
There'll be some drinks. Always drinks in our podcast.
Please, continue to listen. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Prime, Audible, the website.
Yes.
And any streaming platform now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Give it a like, give it a subscribe, give it a comment. They all bump us up the
5-star review.
5-star reviews, whatever you want to do. Just
share
interact.
Share with your friends, share with your family, share with your parents.
Yeah, exactly.
Share it with a care home.
Share with your colleagues on your retirement do.
And then also follow us on TikTok at RBTW Official. So on that note, we'll see you on the next one.
We'll see you next week.
Later.
Bye.